We're live.
Excellent. Okay, so this is the Podlet Proof of Concept demo team. We do every week, which is tracking the Mojo phenomenon and showing the public the methodology that we use to do so. Tonight, I'm a little choppy grainy, as is Jilene, because we're having some computer issues, but I believe we can get most of the essentials done. Can we do collaging?
We can do collaging.
We can do collaging. Okay, collaging may look a little off, but we'll do our best. Okay, so we're going to have a normal three-act structure, which is Act 1 is the fundamentals, where we do collaging, looking at celebrities and seeing their pictures, freeze frames of them, and matching the physiological cues visually with the words we use to describe them. And then in Act 2 is the intermediate portion. That's the bulk of our proof of concept, where the team has had a week to work on 5 to 10 samples under blind test conditions, and now we'll come together and see what our cohesion of accuracy is. The more challenging samples for the team we'll spend some time reviewing. They came this week from Demas, and there were some challenging ones, but some very interesting cases. Then in Act 3, that is the advanced portion where the team is going to do a live read in real time, and you'll see them talk back and forth with each other, and the dialogue they're having is actually the same kind of dialogue each Mojo reader is having with themselves, and you would do if you were alone and Mojo reading. And that will also come from Demas if he was able to procure one for us.
I got something. I got more than a something. We're good.
We're good. Okay, so then introductions, and we'll get into it. I am Nye, she coach.
I am Jilene.
I'm Zaini Ademus.
I'm Naiji Mitchell.
I'm Naiji Ben.
And this is Naiji Glenn.
Awesome. So I will screen share the TV show timeline with everyone. We are going into the TV show timeline from 2005 through 2007. Can y'all see it okay?
Yep. It looks good.
Yeah? Okay.
It's doable.
All right. Sounds good. So we'll go round robin, starting off with Coach. We'll read off, we'll say cues for our first turn, and then any time there's a new gender mojo that appears. And Coach, whenever you're ready, take it away.
All right. Doctor Who. This was the reboot. The further adventures of the time-traveling alien adventurer and his companions. The Doctor, over 1,000 years old, travels through time and space in a blue phone box and is rarely seen without his companions. This is the revived series of Doctor Who, which first aired in March of 2005, 38 years after the old series, which began in 1963 and ran up until the 1990s. All right, to go through here, I'll make sure that these are actually properly tagged, because I did update this, but I think that they should be okay. We'll see.
Okay, we'll see.
So.
All right, I'll have to minimize to get the picture and name in here. Nye Christopher Ecclestone as Doctor Who number 9. Let's see, his eyes look cunning, and that comes from the Nye, this knowing look, kind of like you can see the angles. But then there's this vulnerability that comes from the mouth area. That comes from Jai, unaware expression. And it usually has the emphasis, or it will have the emphasis on the lower lip. Jai does.
Zaini David Tennant as the Doctor. Number 10. All right, so the Zaini are logic-based mojos. So you're going to notice that they have sheer cheeks. If you look at the left, his expression, that's a G expression, by the way, but you'll notice that it's localized, meaning it's local to just the mouth area, certainly below the midlines. So as he smiles, then it kind of stretches side to side, but you can see the cheeks remain sheer, meaning they remain neutral and clear of expression. You see on like the above the midline, there's a little bit of straining, and so when logic-based mojos smile like that, sometimes you'll see some straining, but that's the sign of resistance of emoting. So that's why we use the word readily. Expression doesn't readily go above the midline.
Nice.
Well put.
Zaini Matt Smith. So as Zaini, he's going to have dancing eyes. They're not quite like the cunning eyes you saw with the Nai Z. They look more open, approachable, and they have a diffuse quality to the drinking in, like the knee does, more naturally drinking in than locking on. And because he's logic lead, they're not lead dancing eyes. That's not where the energetic focus of the face is. It kind of gets painted over by this film of neutralization.
Ziny, Peter, Aldi. Ziny also have Vi as their offside power. You can see in the picture on the left, he's doing a little bit of a Vi squint there. And that has a very concrete, hinged, concerned quality beneath the knee dancing eyes.
Sweet.
Nizai, Billy Piper. Nizai are Ni Alpha, so like the Ni Z that are Ni Alpha, they're perception lead, but they have Ni, so they have their Ni is going to be their source power, and so they have like this laughing eye quality. And in both pictures here, you can definitely see that she's got like an unhooded quality to her eyes as well, and they're really like popping out, and they like up pressed up to the glass kind of look. She's also has a lot of Zai as well, which gives her that very cool quality as well. So she's very passively looking in, but her eyes are very intent on drinking everything in that she's seeing in her environment.
It is?
Bijai, Karen, Gillen. Okay, Bijai are gatherers, so they're going to have that hallmark, the big drinking in eyes that kind of pop out. Peepers, kind of those peeper eyes. And she's kind of exaggerating a bit in the picture on the right. And when she's doing that, she's also doing her tandem power, which is Zhai. Well, she's always doing that, but you can see it, the classic expectancy pose that you see of the Jez gatherers with the eyes drinking in, V in her case, that laser quality, the camera lens quality, but then the lips are in that waiting and receiving the energy and sort of weighing how it feels, holding her space, with the energy more pronounced in the lower lip than the upper lip.
Nijai Nicholas Briggs.
Aha!
What is he?
That was the dude who was pending as Ni Alpha, and I believe he is a Ni Zai.
Oh.
I love the aha before. It was kind of sensible. It was like,
Have we done this one already? I feel like we. Or maybe I'm just going nuts.
Maybe we have. Did you start us at the new place?
Well, I thought I had, but maybe. Yeah, I apologize if I did, guys. Let me. Did we do Grey's Anatomy?
I thought
I think we did, yeah.
Okay, I think maybe we did.
Oh yeah, we did. That's funny. Like we didn't even.
I don't remember.
Maybe
My memory isn't good enough to.
Oh.
Shit.
Let's see what else we got here.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep
We've
scrolling.
definitely done Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
Iron Chef, we did that too.
Okay. Good.
Okay, good. We will get to the bottom of this.
We did
Get
this
to the
too.
bottom of this game.
Yeah, we did this too.
Okay.
Very good.
Well,
This is probably where we started the last time. We just forgot, probably.
yeah, it must be because the bookmark must not have saved.
Yeah, I remember you writing it, but I don't think it saved.
A lot of people know.
Yeah, we did all these. Supernatural.
Okay.
That might be new.
That might be new.
Does that ring a bell for anyone?
I don't think so.
Not as much.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. So, Coach, start us off.
Starts off? Okay. Supernatural. Two brothers follow their father's footsteps as hunters fighting evil supernatural beings of many kinds, including monsters, demons, and gods that roam the earth. The story revolves around two brothers, Sam and Dean Winchester, as they follow their father's footsteps, hunting down evil supernatural. Oh, we did that. Blah, blah, blah. while trying to save innocent people along the way. Continuing the family business after the father's death, the brothers soon discover that the hunt doesn't just involve slashing and hacking monsters and demons, but also dealing with more powerful creatures such as angels, reapers, and even death. Capital D.
Okay, Ginai, Jared Padalecki, Sam Winchester. The Ginai have that full place, like one unit, where you see the basically what's it called, like unit field. It's a unit field because Ginai, our discernment lead, and he has that very broad, big pilot, what we call pilot head. So for G and Z alpha, they'll have that characteristic, and it's kind of this broad, lionic face, helmet, yeah, helmet of carrying. In particular for Ginai, it will be carrying because they have G as their first power, and that is radiating from the mouth, but it goes up above the midline and then the brim line and into the eyes as well. So that's why the helmet of carrying. That's why we use that term. It permeates everything.
Naiji Jensen Ackles.
Minimum, these are half brothers now.
Um,
not have the same father.
Okay, so the Naiji, they have the same top two powers of the Ji Nai. They both have Ji and Nai, or Nai-Ji, but they have a different order. It's flipped. So with the Nai-Ji, you're going to see these same two powers kind of immediately pop. The difference is going to be instead of having that mouth popping first or that helmet of carrying look, you're going to notice that there's this bifield face and the eyes are going to pop first. So if you look on the left, for instance, then you can see that the eyes draw your attention first, and there's this faraway gaze that comes with it. This cunning but detached kind of watching quality, penetrating and watching quality.
Naiji Misha Collins.
Naizi Jim Beaver. Naizi have Jai as their offset.
Already done Naizi.
Oh yeah, sorry, I can't.
Yeah, no,
my memory's terrible.
No, bro.
Yeah.
Nijai Mark Shepard. Nijai are new. Like the Nizai, they have Ni as their source power, but unlike them, they have, instead of Zai as their tandem, they have Jai. So you can see that in both pictures, there's an unaware quality in the mouth area. The bottom lip pops out more so than the upper lip, and it's sort of passive, and it's sort of just like taking. The eyes will drink in with their knee what's going on as far as like possibilities and occurrences, and then their Jai will sort of morph into whatever sort of how they feel based on whatever the environment is sort of cueing them on. And so in the picture on the right, he's a little bit more like, I guess, just like, I don't know how to describe that mood that he's in right there, but his Jai is sort of like in a state that would be, it would describe that, I guess. And the one on the left, he's a little bit more like affable, or he's like a little more like in a happy mood, and so the Jai will express itself in the mouth and all the other facial fascia cues that he has going on there.
All right, Nijai Asra.
Oh, sorry. Hey, Coach. I'm here now.
Great.
Hey, Bruno.
Hey, guys.
Go ahead and go ahead and take this one, and you can, since it's your first turn, you can pull out cues for Nijai male.
Okay. Nijai Orswick Chow. Okay, and I should do the cues. Okay, so as a Nijai, he'll have unaware emotive expression, and on the left there you can see warm resonating, and on the right you see more of sort of your default expectant. It's sort of like awaiting input from the environment, And so you see, it's not really neutral though, because unlike Xi, which seeks to balance on that neutral on that 50% line harmony of perfection, the Xi seeks goodness versus non-goodness, I guess. So you see that even though he's sort of awaiting input, it seems to be there is some color and tone to the emotive expression.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Nye Z. Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Jaini Genevieve Padalecki. So Jaini, similar to the Jinai, have that unifield look, so where their eyes and their the rest of their face, cheeks, mouth are kind of transmitting the same message. Again, because she's Jaini are also discernment lead in this case with Jai instead of Ji, so it's going to be an unaware expression. So again, that more vulnerable looking emotive expression we call unaware emotive expression, with that energy on the lower lip, and it goes above the midline and the rimline into the eyes, and it gives what we call a veil of poignancy. Poignancy is the energy that gives that Jai gives off, or one of the energies that Jai gives off, and so we call that the veil of poignancy that you can see over the eyes when they're using pretty much all the time, but more accentuated as Jaini use their Jai more.
Demas?
Jaini Cindy Sampson.
Nye Z. Mark Pellegrino.
Nizai Samantha Ferris.
Nisai
No,
Kim Rhodes.
We've already done Nizai.
Yeah.
Jaini Curtis Armstrong.
That is new.
Okay, so similar to the Nijai, the Jaini will use Ni and Jai's momentum, but the first position Jai will give a more pronounced emotive coloring to every facial expression that they make, and the Ni buoyancy in the eyes will sort of filter will capture images, will capture input from the environment through that veil of poignancy. And so here in both pictures, you can see very active drinking in with the eyes, but it's not carrying the bulk of the energy, which still, even for example on the right here, you see very active drinking in and sort of an almost weighing. It seems to be like a very serious consideration of some sort of thing that he's looking at or situation.
Yeah.
Yes, Knee's very attentive there.
Yeah, he's very attentive,
Jai and Jai too.
and so the knee is very clear, and even a good amount of vi, but it all filters down through the Jai poignancy,
True.
Mm-hmm.
and so yeah, they never overtake the Jai.
Yeah.
It's a warm, bouncy quality. Nizai Erica Carroll.
Nizi Mitch Pileggi.
Kurt Fuller is pending.
You're on me.
Oh, Shiny. All right. So, you now revealed.
So Jaini Kurt Fuller.
Now, let's do it. We have time. All right, buddy, get crazy. Let's do it.
The Ultimate Fighter.
This is a sick list.
16. top mixed martial arts fighters compete for a UFC contract. The Ultimate Fighter was a reality TV show where 16 contestants live together and battle each other for a pair of Ultimate Fighting Championship contracts. The UFC is divided into 5 weight classes: heavyweights, light heavyweights, middleweights, welterweights, and lightweights. Donald Trump.
Oh, sorry. Naiji Dan White.
Jinai Herb Dean.
YZ Chuck the Iceman Liddell.
That is new.
That's new?
Mhm.
Okay. So the YZ is yet another shade of the Adrons, but having Vi first, he will have a primary concern with a primary signal of concern actually, and so his focus is on understanding, deeply understanding the meaning of individual systemic events or occurrences or phenomena really. So he'll have a particular focus on sort of on figuring out.
Can you give an adjective? Because you're talking about the way his eyes look. Can you give an adjective about the viewers might be able to kind of look to?
Sure. Do I have an adjective?
Mm-hmm. Because it sounds like you're describing them, but it might help you give like an aesthetic adjective.
Yeah. Prepared is the one that we normally use, right?
It is.
And
yeah, also, it's a bit denser in compared to Nai. There's a denser, more solid quality to it, a little more yang.
Yes. Yep.
Yep. Nice.
The Vizi is Randy the Natural Kotor.
Nice for Scriffin.
Jivi Stefan, the American Psycho Bonner. Okay, we haven't done Jivi, right?
No, we haven't.
Okay. So we have done G9, so let's compare that. So the G9 had the Helmet of Caring. The Jivi are going to have that too. But what's different is that they have Vi as their primary perception power. So you can see that in this concerned quality that they're giving. Actually, I'm going to use both cues from both pictures. So on the one to the left, you see concern in both. The one to the left, you do see more of this kind of piercing kind of concerned quality, where there's genuinely a look of almost worry compared to the one on the right, where in this picture he looks a bit more geared up. So in that you see this more kind of like crazy knee dancing eyes look.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, worried I think is concerned and worried. I think those were the words I was searching for with the Vizi.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Naiji Mike Quick Swick.
Mm-hmm.
Jinai Josh Koshek.
Naiji Diego the Nightmare / Dream Sanchez.
I changed it to the
That's
dream.
going from Dario to other.
Yeah, he elevated.
Go crazy, but good for him.
All right, Brenda, is it your turn?
Bruno?
Who just went? Was it Ben?
Oh
That
yeah.
was me.
Oh no, it was Glenn. Sorry.
It was Glenn. Okay, sorry. Naiji Kenny Kenflo Florian.
Sad, but he just got dinged on his newscasting job for plagiarism. Ooh, Naiji.
Yeah. It's your turn.
Baiji, Nate the Rock Corey.
That is you.
Like the Vizi we've seen before, he's going to have those piercing concerned, worried, prepared eyes. They have a heaviness to them and a density more so than their counterpart of Nye, the other hunter eyes. But different from the Bai Z, he's going to have the warm motive expression, aware expression of Xi that goes up past the midline and into his cheeks. But it will not go into the eyes like it did, for example, of Xi by Stefan Bonner, because the Bai is above the Xi. So he has the bifield face.
Naiji, Chris the Crippler, leave it.
I love the nicknames. Like in any bubble, whenever there's nicknames, it's probably a cool bubble.
Yeah, an entertaining one.
Yeah.
Ademus, you're up.
Vizy Matt Hughes.
Nizy Rich Ace Franklin.
Oh, sorry. G9 Melvin, the young assassin Gillard.
Niji Keith, the Dean of Mean Jardine.
Genai Sugar Rashad Evans.
Who's that sugar?
Daddy.
Ginai, the Huntington Beach bad boy Tito Ortiz.
Jivi, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
World's most dangerous.
Big words to live up to.
Levi Dean Lister.
Najee Kendall, the Spider Grove.
Nizy Ed Short Fuse Herman.
Genai Matt the Hammer Hamill.
It's enough. I think he was deaf. Very good competitor.
Yeah.
Well, here's new. Zivi Michael the Count. Was it Mike?
Is it whose turn is it?
Who went last?
Who's the guy that we just? Oh, I think Bruno just did him, right?
Okay. Okay, Zivi Michael the Count Bisping. He also does a lot of newscasting for UFC. People like him. He's a brash Zivi, and people like to hear his way of delivering the activities. Okay, so he is going to have a helmet of racing because he's a Z Alpha. That's going to make it to where overall it has this solid, very neutralized expression, but forward. There's a forward confidence. One element it does share with G, although it doesn't have an emotive expression, it shares being a pilot power and it has a forward confidence to it. In this case, a forward bracing confidence.
Naiji George Rush St. Pierre.
Zivi Pete Dragos Cell.
Niji Patrick the Predator Cote.
Najee Chris Lights Out Little.
Zivi Matt the Terror Sarah.
Nizy Travis Luter.
Keeps it simple.
Vaji Francisco Rivera.
Naiji George El Conquistador Rivera.
Ginai Rich Clementi.
Niji Jen's Little Evil Pulver. Lily.
Najee the Prodigy DJ Penn.
Nizy Gray the Bully Maynard.
Genai Handsome Matt Wyman.
Gina Gabe Rudiger.
Naiji Joe J-Law Lozon.
J-Law. Ginai Rob the Saint Emerson.
Vaji Nate Diaz.
G9 Manville the Anvil Gambirian. Manville the Anvil. I mean it's a G9, not a Z-Mojo, but I don't know. Still, it's cool name.
Nizy Cole Miller.
G9 Ruthless Robbie Lawler.
Current champion at 170. Naiji George Soteropoulos.
Gina John War Machine Copenhagen.
Oh, he trained wrecked horribly. He's the one that beat up his porn star girlfriend and tried to kill himself in prison. And
Yeah, he went off deep end.
Yeah, has a T-shirt that says "I do alpha male shit."
Yeah, that's real.
More like it.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Who's next?
Is that me?
Who just said you said Sardaropoulos, I said this one, so Dimas.
Oh, Naiji Matt Danzig.
Quentin Rampage Jackson. Naiji.
G9.
Oh,
that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Interesting. I could see it.
He was so crazy all the time.
G9
What are you saying? What are you trying to say, Coach?
He likes to move the dynamics a lot. That's what it is.
Why is he simply the Doberman Dalway?
Shake things up.
Jivi Mike Dolce.
Naiji Amir Sadola.
G9 Antonio Rodrigo Benataro, also known as Big Nog Noguera.
Nizy Frank Mir.
Nizy Damian Maya.
Nizy
Good luck.
Krzysztof, the Polish experiment Sazinski.
Can I buy a vowel in that name?
Seriously, isn't that first name even pronounceable?
It had one O.
Naiji Vinny McGallagher.
Is this me?
Yep.
Gina Filthy Tom Lawler. These filthy guys.
Vizai Junie Browning.
That is new.
So as a Vizai, he is a shade of the Naiji and Jinai that we've seen a lot. He has V alpha, so his primary momentum is going to be drinking in with V of the five senses of the environment. It's had both pictures fairly actively drinking in. On the right, you can even see a good amount of Nye there, sort of assessing the situation. The eyes are not quite narrowed, but they do look a lot heavier than they would be with just pure momentum V.
Yeah, the Bizai athlete competitors tend to actually have good Nye. I think you have to because you need to stay on point and competitive and try to win the campaign. Cool. Nice. Nizy George Roop.
Gina Ryan Darth Vader.
That's a big
Knocked out cold.
His main event on the Fox Sports Night.
It was short
Didn't
and brutal.
go well for him.
Jivi Kyle Kingsbury.
Vi Dan Henderson.
I love the rhyming. Jinai Ross, the real deal Pearson.
Okay, process.
We got this. Stay strong. We're getting there.
Naiji Brendan Big Brown Schaub.
Naiji Matt Mitrioni.
Naiji Kevin Kimbo Slice Ferguson.
By Z. Kyle Noak.
Naiji Greg Jackson.
Naiji Jonathan Brookins.
Naji Alex Bruce Leroy Kikaris.
Naiji Cody McKenzie. Bam on, bam off.
Izai Brock Lesnar.
Look at the neck in that guy.
I know.
That's a massive neck.
Yeah,
It's very impressive.
it's just a continuation of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually maybe thicker than actually the top of his head.
Who's that?
Is it a years coach?
Me? Okay. Ginai Jr. Cigano dos Santos.
Vaiji Tony El Kukui Ferguson.
Vaiji Miles Jury.
Jinai Ramsey Nijum, maybe?
That's good.
Naji Jason Mayhem Miller. He looks pretty crazy.
He also had a meltdown in law, run-ins with the law outside of the ring.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to picture, isn't it?
Yeah, couldn't imagine.
That looked like the face.
especially the one on the right. I mean, that's just like so.
That would be defiant.
Whoa,
G-
deep hair.
This is me, right?
Yeah.
Ginai Louis Gaudinot.
Gotta know.
Got it.
He's a Frenchie. They don't pronounce that last consonant. Like me,
It would
Chanel.
be offensive called Frenchie. You're Frenchie, so you can say it.
I'm allowed. That's how it works. My name's Frenchie, so I can do it.
Oh wait, Bruno's not here, so.
So let's skip him.
Okay.
Oh, you're here? Okay. Ginai TJ Dillashaw, current champ. 135.
Naiji Diego Brandão.
Nice.
Vaiji Akira Korasani.
Jinai Marcus Brimage.
Jinai John the Magician Dodson.
Vaiji Johnny Bedford. Coach.
Coach again.
Dennis Bermudez.
Jinai Brian Caraway. Edema syrup.
Naiji Steven Seiler.
Naiji Dominic the Dominator Cruz.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's the current champion. He just beat TJ Dillashaw.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Naji the California Kid. Elijah Faber.
Ginai Al LaQuinta.
Iaquinta. It's an I.
By G. Darren Crookshank.
Vaiji Joe Proctor. So they had this chin.
Attention, I know, right?
Yeah.
Naiji Michael Chesa.
Vaiji Andy Ugle.
Jinai Shane Carlin.
Naiji Roy Nelson.
Ginai Nate the Great Marquardt.
Jinai Pat H.D. Berry.
Naiji Dwayne Bang Lubick.
Zevi Bristol Marooned.
I think we have to pause here so we can get into the rest of the thing. Just go ahead. We'll finish this up. This is the first one we had to do this for, but I think we do have to get going.
Wait, we're
No
not
time to
even,
get
we're
to
not
the
even
ladies.
closer now.
What's
Yeah, we're
that?
gonna get to the library again.
Yeah.
This is a tough quiz, probably.
Yeah, we'll need to do some reviewing.
Yeah.
People.
All right, so now we're on to Act 2, which is the weekly quiz. Jarlene, go ahead, take it away.
Cool. This week's quiz samples came from our own Ademus. See, first of the requisites is James Dean, pornographic actor and director. We'll start off with you, Bruno. Hey, Bruno. So we're going over the quiz. This is for the first sample, James Dean. What did you guess on James Dean?
I guess Naiji.
I guessed Nijai.
Okay, Ben, how about you?
I guess Baiji.
Okay.
I guess to Naishi.
And you'll go last. So I said Naiji. What did you say, Ademus?
I said Naiji.
He is Naiji. Yay.
That guy.
No, but yeah.
There's all sorts of professions. Apparently,
Yeah.
from a time he was 6 years old, that he wanted to do that, and
Give
apparently
me some
he's very
time to
good at
process,
it.
Jarlene.
Wait, 6 years old?
I'll get there.
Oh.
Yeah, how do you even know about porn when you're 6 years old?
I know.
Well, like,
Yeah, that was weird in the interview.
What kind of parents, like,
Right.
I don't know.
He said like it wasn't anything I watched. Like, but then okay.
So how did
It's
you
like,
know
then
you
how did you
watched
find
it?
out about it?
what exactly compels you to watch?
From
Yeah.
past life. He
Older
already had
siblings
that.
or something?
They're his nice simulator.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I remember that, and I like that.
I had a vision when I was 6 years old.
I think last life I'm good enough. This life I'm gonna make up for it.
Well,
Okay. Next up, Sarah Koenig, journalist, public radio personality, and producer of This American Life and the show Serial. What did you guess, Bruno, on her?
Zenai.
Okay.
Yeah, I said Zenai.
I said Z9.
Cincinnati.
I said Zenai. What did
I said Zenai.
you all said Zenai. Oh, you're looking at us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew.
I was prepared to be wrong.
Zenai.
I think she's nice.
Oh, I was.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was.
I was really heavily
She
considering.
dude,
She
I never
did
even
get
considered
long.
Nancy. That was actually pretty stupid.
I was also afraid of forcing that just because her with like Ira Glass being Zenez.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I should have gone with
Yeah.
my gut instinct on that
I
one.
believe she's
'Cause
longer.
her eyes, yeah, her eyes. She'd
Yeah.
have as much engagement. Oh well, we were close. Okay, Marina Abramovic, Serbian performance artist. What'd you guess for her, Bruno?
I said Naiji.
I said Zenai.
I said Naiji.
I said Nizi.
Yeah, I said Zenai. What'd you say, Medimus?
I said Naiji.
All right, for the shade.
This was toughy. Interesting story in this one is I just got done with the 20K, and as always happens at the end of the purification, there comes a point where I'm like, I'm fried, and I need to stop. But there'll still be things that come to me of like, I need to take a look at that. And so I just kind of put it in the next column. Now it's going to be 21K. Like, I'm going to look at that. There were 8 names that I actually like, I'll make sure to look at those when I get to 21K again. And one of them was her. And I actually had her down as a Najib. I was like, she looks weird. I need to look at her again. I'm too tired. Because I actually was up the wire coming to this quiz. And I was like, I need to save some energy to do this quiz for today. And then it turned out like, oh, she's actually on the quiz. Cool. But unfortunately, it turns out that I was wrong in what I posted. She is a Z9.
Yeah.
She had that third.
Yep. I knew I had to look at her again. So,
I had a feeling.
I'm a little annoyed by myself about that.
Mhm.
But on the upside is you guys just helped proof the Rosetta Stone. Props on that. Because actually a lot of people were guessing Z9 her. That was very encouraging.
For colors, guys.
Yeah. Next up, Brian Chesky, American internet entrepreneur, co-founder and CEO of Airbnb. What'd you guess for him, Bruno?
Naiji.
I said Zenai for him.
Okay. Ben?
I said Baiji.
I said Nijai.
I said Nizai. What'd you say, Adimus? I think you
I
also
said Nijai.
This is a tough one. A
Yeah,
lot of
he
people
seemed
were off
like-
on this one, but Chubi got it. He's Nijai.
Nizai. Okay.
But a lot of people,
Oh,
besides people here, are guessing Nizai him.
Yeah.
I think
I said
Sorry,
Z9.
what was the answer?
Nizai.
Okay.
All right. Last of the requisites is Alice Waters, an American chef, restaurateur, activist, and author. What'd you guess for her, Bruno?
Naiji.
Glenn?
I said Z9.
Ben?
I said Naiji.
I said Naiji.
I went with Naiji on her. What'd you say, Demas?
I said Naiji.
She is Naiji.
Yay.
Wait. All right, now into optional land. First one is Sarah Hayter, ex-Muslim writer, speaker, and activist. What'd you guess on her, Bruno?
Nijai.
Yeah, I said Nijai too.
Ben?
I said Z9.
This is Xena as well.
I went with Nijai on her. What did you say,
I
Demas?
said Xenai.
She's Nijai.
More bubbly. I was actually between, well, for a second with Vijay, but she was bobbling so much.
I was between Nijai and Xena. Like the two.
Yeah.
Consider like Xeni too.
All right, next up, Teal Swan, YouTube spiritualist. What'd you guess for her, Bruno?
Naiji.
I said Nai-Z.
I said Naiji.
I said Naiji, but she was tricky for me.
Yeah, I said Naiji. Tricky also with Naiji. What'd you say?
Naiji.
She was really tricky. In fact, I think only one person got her, which was TJ.
Or JT.
JT, who got it. And the answer is Jaini.
Ah!
I thought she looked discernmently, but I just like.
See, I was seeing
Wow.
her, but I was going with Jaini, but I didn't have confidence enough to go with a Jaini call.
Oh wow.
It was definitely different. I mean, I wasn't expecting it either.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was first going, so this will be a 9. Well, wait a minute. Wait a second.
I was considered like Z9 for a second, then I'm like,
Yeah.
I thought it was Jai and like discernmently, but I like that didn't make any sense. And it's just
I was seeing all those cues, but I didn't have the confidence to.
she also thinks she's an INFJ, by the way. So
Interesting. I hadn't heard of that.
on her website it says she thinks she's INFJ.
I mean, it makes sense.
That she's following that.
The guru.
Life path. Okay, next, Brooke Dodger Lee Lawson, video game reviewer and YouTuber. What'd you say for her, Bruno?
Nijai.
I
Glenn?
said Naiji.
I
Ben?
said.
What'd you say, Ben? It cut off.
Oh, sorry. I may have been blocking my microphone. I said Ziny.
Okay.
I said Zaini.
Mm.
I went with Nijai. What did you say, Demas?
I said Nizai.
Another very tricky one. I think someone got in here. She is an IG, just very spunky.
Ah.
That is a geeking out IG.
Oh,
Right?
so those were.
Yeah, thank
That's
Haley
insane.
Williams.
Yeah.
Thank Haley
I
Williams.
was really considering Naiji as well.
And Evangeline Lilly.
Interesting. Okay, now Phoebe Philo, British fashion designer. Would you guess for her, Bruno?
Naiji.
I was between Naiji and Zaini. I went with Zaini.
I guess Naiji. I was between those two too.
Yeah, I said Naiji.
I went with Naiji.
Same story being in between Naiji and Zaini, but I went with Naiji.
Yeah, same here. But she is Naiji.
Right. Last sample, Elizabeth Holmes, EO of Theranos. Would you guess on her, Bruno?
Zenai.
Yeah, Z9.
Z9?
Xenon.
Z9.
I went with Vaiji.
She was a toughie. Again, she got a lot of people. But I think this is actually just a very dialed-in Nijai.
Oh, interesting.
Really?
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
Because I was between Nijai and Zenai.
Yeah.
I look in, but I believe the hands had too much wiggleness to them.
I'd love to look at her if we could take a glance at her.
Yeah, there are some really professional Nijai out there. And
Yeah.
I could hear a heaviness, like a certain heaviness in her voice. I guess it's really
Yeah.
cool. Well, it's
I
probably
think I'm gonna
Jai.
close ever too quickly.
Like,
It's been a lot to go over.
Okay,
assume she was
so
Z9.
first Sarah Koenig, and I guess you take that one, right?
Sure. So her will do. We probably do at least like 4 of these. I definitely get her, and I'm going to get the Jaini as well. Probably
Yeah,
2
Sarah Koenig, Teal Swan.
Okay, so people are guessing on her mainly Xena.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll just point out. Obviously, she's a Naizi, so there's going to be the length, flankiness. You'll know she.
I just have this look to them. I was seeing it, and I just.
We may not be able to get the link tonight.
Yeah.
Our computer's being goofy. Sorry. Well, maybe we can.
There
You
you
get it?
go.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
We can do it. Wait.
This geeky look to them.
It's cool because like she reminded me of like people I've known in my past, but I wasn't. I assume those people were Zenai, but maybe they were Nijai. I don't know.
She's an IZ.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were doing I thought we were doing the last one. My bad.
Yeah.
We're doing the one.
Yeah, we haven't played the video yet, so I didn't know.
I gotcha. Can someone else load her? We're having issues.
Loaded. What? How so?
The video into the YouTube app.
It is loaded.
It is? Oh, okay. Okay, we can't see it, so. So we'll go off of the one we're looking at here.
If you want to go off like a different one, that's fine. And we could like sync somehow, like with a countdown or something. So like Glenn, Ben, and I do.
What timing are you guys at right now?
1 second.
1 second?
Yeah.
At the very beginning?
Yeah.
Can we set it to 20 seconds?
Yes. All right, I'm at 20.
I'm not going to be able to do this very effectively, so you guys go ahead and chime in. You know she's an IZ now. See if you can see the elongation, slinkiness, things of that nature.
Yeah. Okay, want me to get started then?
Yeah,
Yep.
please.
Another season of Serial. For the people who don't know,
This is for whom is this?
major breakout podcast.
Yeah, they're.
Podcast that
Yeah, it
has
is
downloaded
Nizaz.
millions.
These are just cool.
Yeah. They have a good inspirational thing going on.
Just golden
Yeah.
microphones and
But the emoting, I can definitely see that it's going up to the midline. given
You know
that
what? She is long. Yeah, like her face is that a little more elongated look. Not that like substantial Zine eye that you see with like Marina Abramovich.
Yeah, that Daimon goes up higher than a Zenai. Goes up to the midline.
Actual murder mystery. What the question was
It's
odd enough.
long but localized.
This year, a totally different approach.
Maybe movie.
It's about Bo Bergdahl, who
You can really see the
So
localization.
less
there.
localized than
Well, we
this.
know we walked off his.
Well, it's not localized just in the mouth area.
But
It's
yeah, it goes a little
Yeah,
higher.
it's less localized.
Less
It's
localized.
localized below the midline, but not the lip line. So you'd say it's
Saying,
less localized.
Exactly. Like there's
Yes.
more of like a triangle that goes like a little above the lips, but it's like very sheer from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the smile goes left and right for sure.
what he saw.
Her eyes are pretty hooded too, or hooded, and she looks at him, but then
you get a chance to enjoy all
trying to
this
call
man.
it
disengages
Actually, he also
when
said
she
he
gets a
also wanted to
chance.
prove that he was like a real life Jason Bourne.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, okay. So I would wager that like a large proportion of people who join the military,
Wizard hands.
I would like to be Jason Bourne. Like, who would not like to be Jason?
Really?
I mean, I was.
Very rough life.
Yeah, I know, but it's like he's Jason Bourne, so like I get that. I think, I mean, he.
Drifting, it looks very major momentum.
He's an incredibly resilient person. I mean, I wouldn't say like whatever. Not
Let's go over his case.
It's just a stop and start thing a lot. Their speech too.
Held captive by the Cal.
almost 5 years.
What's that?
We got him back.
I think in the Xene Island.
Prisoners in American.
Sometimes it can be difficult to note like eyes popping out versus unhooded eyes.
Yeah.
I had that kind of a difficulty with her.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Back for him. Have you spoken to him directly about the trade or about any of it?
No.
Who were you talking to?
You know, helped me was the fact that she 1,000-yard stares a lot, and that she keeps kind of leaning, doesn't have the more upright posture you see of a Xenai.
Yeah.
Like a pilot, right?
Yeah.
So he had all
And there's more nervousness. Do you see? She has more HSP energy.
I talked to Mark extensively about Bo, and then I've done all the reporting
Yeah, the
around
movements of her hand don't look as like smooth as a pilot.
the people in the State Department.
She's look at
more
she
like-
reminds me of like some Nazi actresses.
Mm-hmm.
She also seems more, I don't know, because she's like a Nez Alpha, like
Yeah, I just talked. I did. Yeah.
You spoke to the
Kind of twitchy and nervous.
Taliban?
easier to like banter, I guess you could say. Like she's
Yeah.
comedic.
You know, you talk.
Yeah, I agree.
Actually has
It's a stronger signal of second conversation.
Down. So I can.
And, I mean, it's obviously not like a huge difference. They're both interpretive. There's a stronger signal.
Yeah, that's definitely something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's based in Islamabad, and
It's cool to see the shades of the interpretive signal.
Are we good on her? Because we have a few more to do. We're pressed on time.
Running out of time. Yeah, we can move on.
Okay, let's put the Jaini on next.
Yeah, shiny. That's interesting. I never really considered shiny.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
That's weird, but I did see that she might be discernment lead. I was seeing.
Yeah, I was.
That's why I felt weird about kissing Naishi.
Like Tiny or Z9 and stuff.
For me, like the Jaini came up, I was like, but then I was like, I don't think so, and then I just kind of let it go.
The
And then
hands are fronzy, and you'll see the breaks in the wrist and the shoulders, and a general collapsibility in her.
Yeah.
Way.
Because considering pilot, but I'm like, she doesn't look objective to me. It's
Yeah.
For me, she has a lot of like
So can you guys
eyes are really
Jaini, please?
fucking really piercing almost.
Hello?
sorry.
Could someone load the Jaini clip then?
Do we have one?
That's what I'm saying. Could someone load whoever she
Any
is?
shiny. Okay.
No, the teal
Teal
swan.
Swan.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. But I mean, any clip of her.
Right.
Grab one. I've got some here.
In
Alright,
interview, preferably.
Here's one. Here it is.
Yeah, I was noticing that she has a longness to her.
Alright.
But that's the thing, Naiji do.
Yeah, that's tricky. Naiji do as well.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
why
but
I told us.
it was more like collapsible, I guess. you
Oh,
could
here
say.
she is.
Yeah, it's
Space Arsenals remind me a little
it's
bit
like
of
an
Kristen
adaptive
Stewart.
longness. It's
More adaptive.
yeah.
A little bit. I have to say.
I wish I paid attention to the fact that I did feel like she kind of looks like Christina Applegate.
I'm trying to see if Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, actually, Kristen Stewart was one riff that I got too.
I didn't get that before, but I'm getting it now.
Hold up. Did you guys say Kristen Stewart?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That definitely helped me when I did it.
I wish I'd seen it before.
We talked about the law of attraction, and we really went into depth about that subject. It's been very popular. It's been watched by like 114,000 people, and I can really recommend watching that Skype interview. But today I want to speak about the concept of soul groups and
So
soulmates.
the
And the
actual she talks.
is that
I think-
something we
I
all
think-
have to deal with in life?
If I drop off, won't it close out the
That's not how
hangout?
the universe works. So
Okay, yeah. I'm going to try exiting and coming back in, guys.
To think
See
about
if it fixes the issue that we're having with the
in an ocean.
And she speaks in metaphors a lot. I can see how she thinks she's like.
Yeah.
Right.
You can hear that heaviness in the voice though. It sounds like heavy
Yeah.
Jai Tower.
Oh yeah.
And it's also a little bit like awkward, sort of like the way Kristen Stewart talks too.
Yeah, this is cool articulation too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely calming.
I was considering Zaini for a while because I saw the discernment thing, lead thing, Mitchell.
Yeah, I can see that too.
I didn't
Yeah.
really consider Zaini in my head, so I think that's where my problem was.
I thought, like, after I put my answers in, I was like, Zaini, no, because she's apparently like into like modeling too, I think a little bit, but
Yeah,
I don't know,
that was another
something
thing.
individual
didn't
soul.
quite click. for
Yeah,
me.
and we do have like a lot of Zaini spiritualists and stuff.
I just thought she looked a little odd to me. Saying
That is what an individual perspective is.
Naishi.
Source consciousness is just dividing down.
She has a lot of strong Vi, I think. She's got
Yeah.
like almost a huntery quality to her in a way.
Yeah.
Just,
Because
She's a guru. She's doing the guru thing.
from that perspective.
She thinks she is a hunter.
It's the expansion of the
You said
universe.
that.
Well, she doesn't know what a hunter is,
Well,
to be fair.
yeah, she thinks she's
Yeah.
something that
But like
vaguely
that-
correlates with one.
That, you know.
yeah, she.
You're right.
She thinks whatever she thinks she is.
Yeah, she thinks she's like
As far as like she speaks in metaphors a lot in this like poetic way, so I could see how that like in her mind translates into this archetype of
Right.
INFJ. Even though that's
Also, she also portrays herself like I'm an otherworldly creature, like
Yeah.
I'm a fey creature. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a unicorn.
Which that's in the Nez Tower repertoire.
Yeah.
Like even Terrence McKenna is like another worldly creature.
Are
Yeah.
all part of one family.
And many more it's saying.
He wants to do the most amount of
She's a Johnny heavily in Vi mode, I think. Yeah.
come in and
John
raise in as many.
And that's what she thinks a hunter is, I guess.
Yeah, the heaviness
So-
of the voice. Yeah.
So let's just take
Yep.
that.
you and I are part of this whole family. We want
I only had like maybe 5 minutes to do the quiz this week because I forgot about it until 5 minutes before the hangout.
to love her.
But she reminds me a little bit of Karen, Jennifer Carpenter, I guess, from Dexter. Someone else, I can't.
I can see that, Jennifer Carpenter.
How many souls are in a soul?
Are we good on her? Because I'd like to
Yeah, we can move on.
Yeah,
Sure,
we
yeah.
should move on.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the Nija
You
I see.
guys have meat lead thinking because I know there's a couple that I could do.
There's
It did look like too much knee with her.
Elizabeth Holmes. Did anyone get her as knee shy?
Brian
No.
Chesky was kind of tough.
I see that. Elizabeth Holmes.
No, I don't think anyone got her. And we all get
No.
C9. Something like that.
No. I said Vaiji.
Oh, other than Adimus.
Yeah.
Adimus did get Vi user.
I
Values
noticed.
based.
I noticed the emoting going up the bid line, and that she
And
does
that's
have
the
knee, but it's true. I also noted that looks like too much knee.
Yeah, there's something.
Yeah, her face.
Yeah.
She was
I
doing a
saw
lot of.
objective
You know, I
and
was torn between Xeni and knee shy, but I believe that there's a GI going into the cheeks and that the hands are not choppy. They're a little too wiggly.
Yeah.
Here.
The reason I ended up going with the hunter is because she looked long to me.
Sorry. You're saying she looked long to you?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I can sort of see that.
For you to get tested for a whole range of company, that's a Caitlin Yang spoke with, who the journal
might be the best
contacted
format.
told us that I
thought she was-
there were
I
questions.
guess it's just her mazoot of being like this CEO, like
Very
lady,
authoritative.
and the
Yeah.
way she presents herself
very
too.
authoritative.
Yeah, she's super poised.
A better interview if you want
It
to
would
see
make
one.
it easier to confuse her for being
Healthcare
or maybe a Vaiji.
visionaries like Bill Gates and Steve Jobs.
Every time I wake up,
Yeah.
and then
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right there. You see
Yeah.
freeze frame.
Oh yeah, her eyes are so big. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drinking in.
There's
Gotcha.
so much emoting.
Yeah,
It's going up
the
too.
innate lift. She's very poised, authoritative, but there's this bright lift, and those cheeks I think are doing the apple cheek thing.
Yeah.
Right
Right
there, that's like classic niche momentum right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I think the makeup, the whole, like, her whole
Very
demeanor,
professional
Yeah.
here.
professional.
She's probably in a field where there's
Also-
probably like a lot of Xeni.
I'm gonna work to go play with
Yeah,
There's a lot,
the voice.
got a
It
lot
sounds
of
really
shots.
like heavy and bubbly.
Job
Yeah.
at Stanford. She had a little tuition money and a big idea. Now at 30.